Most people want to change their lives, but very few people are willing to change themselves. They want a new beginning, without letting go of the old patterns. They want a better future, without facing the uncomfortable truth of the present. And that is why so many people feel stuck, not because they are incapable, but because they are unprepared for the lesson. Until you learn these life lessons, changing your life is almost impossible. Look closely at your life, not at what you hope it will become, but at what it has been repeating. The same struggles, the same disappointments, the same emotional wounds wearing different faces. This is not bad luck. This is not fate. This is a lesson trying to get your attention. Life speaks quietly at first, through discomfort, through dissatisfaction, through a feeling that something is off. But when you ignore it, life raises its voice, and eventually, it screams. Most people believe change is about force, more motivation, more pressure, more pushing. But real change is about awareness. You cannot change what you refuse to see. And many people avoid looking deeply because the truth threatens their excuses, because growth requires responsibility, and responsibility removes the comfort of blame. But without responsibility, there is no freedom. This is where everything begins. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your partner, not your friends, not time, not luck. Waiting for rescue keeps you powerless, because as long as you wait, you give your power away. The moment you accept that your life is your responsibility, something shifts. Responsibility is not punishment. It is permission. Permission to change, permission to rebuild, permission to choose again. At some point, everyone must emotionally grow up. That means accepting that life does not owe you fairness. It means understanding that your past explains your pain, but does not justify staying stuck. Growth begins when excuses end. And this moment is uncomfortable because it feels like losing protection. But what you are actually losing is dependency. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Motivation waits for the right mood. Discipline moves regardless. If you only show up when you feel inspired, you will live at the mercy of your emotions. Your future is built on ordinary days, on boring days, on days where no one is watching. Discipline is how you prove to yourself that you can be trusted, and self-trust changes everything. Comfort is seductive. It whispers, "Stay where you are. Don't risk discomfort. Tomorrow is safer." But comfort slowly shrinks your life. Growth requires friction, resistance, stretching, and every level of growth demands a new version of you. You cannot live a new life with old habits. Pay attention to what you tolerate: disrespect, chaos, inconsistency, self-betrayal. What you allow once becomes permission forever. Your boundaries are not walls, they are instructions. They tell others how to treat you, and they tell you what you believe you deserve. Raising your standards will cost you comfort, but keeping low standards will cost you your future. Many people sabotage themselves, not because they fear failure, but because they fear visibility. Because being seen means being judged. But hiding also means suffocating your potential. You were not meant to disappear inside a small, quiet life just to make others comfortable. Pain is not your enemy. It is a signal. It shows where you are misaligned, where you are compromising yourself, where you are settling. Avoided pain does not disappear. It transforms into long-term suffering. The pain you face today becomes the strength you rely on tomorrow. Be honest with yourself. Where are you lying? Where are you pretending? Where are you choosing familiarity over truth? Self-honesty is uncomfortable because it removes illusion, but illusion is expensive. It costs you years. You will not think your way into a new life. Clarity comes after action, not before it. Movement creates feedback. Feedback creates learning. Learning creates confidence. Waiting to feel ready is how dreams expire. Begin imperfectly, but begin. Your environment is shaping you even when you're not aware of it. Your conversations, your media, your circle. If you want to grow, you must protect your mental space. Not everyone is meant to come with you, and that is not cruelty. That is alignment. You do not become confident by thinking confidently. You become confident by keeping promises to yourself. Identity is built through repeated behavior, small actions done daily over time. Consistency is quiet, but it compounds. Growth can feel lonely, not because you are wrong, but because you are early. You are shedding versions of yourself that no longer fit. Loneliness during growth is temporary. Regret lasts much longer. There comes a moment when the lesson finally lands. The same situation no longer hurts. The same trigger no longer controls you. Not because life changed, but because you did. Life changes the test when you change the answer. You are not broken. You are learning. But learning without application is delay. Your life is waiting for your decision, not someday, not when it's easy, now. Because until you learn these life lessons, changing your life is almost impossible. But the moment you do, nothing stays the same.